Hey, how's everybody doing out there, TikTok? All right, so this is Bad Tomato, Chapter 3. I've already done Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. They're right there in my profile. They're pretty close together, the last videos I did. So you can find them pretty easily. Hey, if you like this content, please like it and please share it with anybody who's willing to listen. I'd appreciate it. And if you follow me, I'll follow you back. All right, so it's Bad Tomato, Chapter 3. All right, thank you. I'm going to start where I left off. Now, over the weeks that went by, I spent a lot of time with Ray at the hospital to get off them streets. You know, lay low, just to be safe. Johnny would accompany me to the hospital sometimes, but I never spoke of what I did, never. I spent a lot of time with Ray alone. We'd watch old gangster films, and I'd also help with keeping my boy clean. He did not like one of the nurses that would come to clean him, and he told me the nurse was a creepy gay guy, and Ray called him a puto face, and he would not let him touch him. I used to fuck with Ray when he'd piss me off for some small offense. Like one time I was helping him eat ice cream, so I gave him one bite, and I would take it away and cut his ass off, and he'd be like, "What the fuck, Tommy? Quit fucking around." And I would tell him, "Who's fucking around, Ray?" And in a girlish voice I would say, "You wanna fuck around, Ray?" And we'd both start laughing. Or I'd be helping with keeping him clean, and he would leave his arms more limp than they were, so I'd have to pick them up to wash them, and I would yell, "You fucking prick," because the smile would give him away. And I would tell him, "I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna send in Puto Face in here to finish." And Ray would say, "Oh, hell no," and he would stop real quick. Well, so on one of these days, I was at the hospital with Ray, and we had the TV on, and a news flash came across the TV. And by this time, Ray had knew more or less who was involved. So this news flash comes across the TV screen, and Ray looked over. Still, unsolved murder in Mesa, Arizona, where Roger Kennan was found murdered in his mother's apartment. She discovered his body when she returned home from work and what appeared to be a drug deal gone wrong. If anyone has any information, they are urged to contact Silent Witness. Ray yelled, "Smell that gunpowder, bitch?" And then Ray looked over at me, and all he could say was, "I love you." And I said, "I love you too, bro. I saved one for you," I told Ray. And he said, "Oh yeah? I can't wait." I said, "Me neither," I told him. Now, still over the next few months, I continued to go to the hospital, and Johnny would still go sometimes, but I never spoke of what I did. Now, I was young at the time, but even at 15, I was no fool. Anyhow, my friend Ray improved quickly, and within a year, he was walking but with a severe limp and twist. But he would not use his chair even when tired and hurting. He would say, "No pain, no gain, yeah, T?" And I would answer, "That's right, dummy." He was a stubborn bastard. So this day comes and he says, "Tommy, I'm ready to wet that fool up." Now this Bailey jerk-off at the time had fell off the wagon, so to speak, and he was homeless at the time. And my friend Ray would pass him in the street, and this jerk-off would be knotted out or sleeping on the side of various stores, and it would bother the shit out of my buddy Ray. This jerk had no idea who the fuck Ray was when he would pass him by, or how short his life would soon be. So we kept our eye on him, and we noted that he had the same pattern of places that he would eat and panhandle and sleep, etc. Well, things went like this. We noted this jerk a few times a week slept behind the dollar store. There was a fence that ran the length of the plaza in the back of the stores, and on the other side of the fence were various houses. Well, we noted not far from where this jerk-off slept, sometimes on his side or in a seated position hunched forward, in which I assumed he was a user of heroin, there was a vacant home and needed repair. It had fire damage or some shit. This was a long time ago, but I remember most of these events like yesterday, and I will share them with you as best I can. Go on and speak, Thomas. Yes, Father. So I come up with this plan, and me and Ray went over it several times. And not to brag, Father, it was great at the time. Well, to get to it, my plan was to have Ray wear this big-ass fake beard, like some ZZ Top shit, Santa gone wrong, and have him push the cart and dress up in rags and play the role of a homeless man. So me and Ray went to the party store, and I stole the beard. And I'll tell you, that night we were drinking and stoned as hell. And we were taking turns walking in and out of the room with the beard on. So Johnny knocks on the door of the girl whose apartment we were at, and Ray put on this big hat that he found in the girl's mother's bedroom. I assumed she'd got it in Mexico or some shit. So Ray put the hat on, and I pushed it down on his head, and I lined the fake beard up on his face. We were laughing so hard. So Johnny's knocking, and Ray opens the door. "What the fuck you want, spick boy?" And Johnny is stuttering and mumbling, "Is Tommy Ray here?" "Who?" says Ray. "Speak up, you pussy." And then Johnny realized what was up. He was so mad at the time, but we were laughing so hard. Well, long story short for this asshole, over the next couple of days, we went over the plan. "Ray, check this out. You got one shot. You can't miss. You got it? I won't be there to help you right away if you miss. So get up nice and close and let that fuck have it. Get him right in the face." I had a 20 gauge single shot sawed-off shotgun, and I practiced several times with Ray. Me sitting down, me laying down, Ray with the shotgun in his hand. I told him I would do it, but he insisted that it was his turn and it had to be him. "All right, but don't miss." Yeah, fucking Tommy, I got it, okay? I got it." We went over this 100 fucking times. "All right, chill," I told him. "I just don't want nothing to happen to you." "I know, but I got it, T. Don't worry." All right, Ray, let's tag this fool up then." Damn right, says Ray. He'll be in the cooler before he knows it. And I told him he ain't getting out of there. And we both started laughing. So within the next couple of days, it was a go. We put our own green light on this motherfucker, Mr. Bailey, the jerk-off hammer. And you know what? Ray looked the best bum I had ever seen. It was perfect. So this jerk is sitting in that spot behind the store against the fence, sitting there with his legs out, feet crossed. I told Ray I would whistle when I was in position, which was in the backyard of the house on the other side of the fence. I remember I was dressed rather nice, like if I went to a private school. White polo, tan slacks, and a backpack on. I walked into the backyard. It was about midday, I think, no eyes on me. I squatted down, I took the backpack off and I unzipped it, and then I gave the whistle. So there goes Ray, pushing the cart and limping. So from what I know, Ray came up on this guy, he pushed the cart a little past the guy, stopped, he looked around, and this jerk was sleeping. Ray got up nice and close to him, and with his left hand, he tapped the guy on the shoulder. Hey, you alright? Hey, you alright? This jerk off started opening his eyes. Hey, you alright? What the fuck, man? I'm fine. You smell that? Smell what? Says Bailey. Gunpowder, bitch. And my homie gave it to him right in the middle of his face with a 20 gauge with a potato on the end of it. Maybe a hand length away. Now, we were inexperienced at the time, and we did not core out the potato before putting it on the shotgun. Now, it did the job alright, but the sawed-off shotgun looked like one of those cartoons that they would put their finger in the barrel and it would bulge when fired. So Ray pushed the cart a few more feet, looked around, and then he threw the shotgun over the fence. Well, I was there to retrieve it. I put it in the backpack, I zipped it up, I put it on, and I got the fuck out of there. You know, that day when the deed was done, that asshole's body was not discovered for 45 minutes to an hour, and we were long gone. And let's just say that I started to make a reputation as a planner and a doer, and me and my guys were not to be fucked with. And not long after these events, my life, my friend's life, started to change dramatically.